Yeah, we got the same wavelength too. This sounds good.
You sound the same as me.
Cool. You want to put this in the outro for like fucking you sound good. You sound good. Wow.
And if I get close.
Dude, it doesn't even clip. We're fucking professionals.
Well,
I'm professional because I invested into a good mic finally.
Andrew
Andrew knows everything else.
I'm just going to leave it here.
All right. Hello, everybody. This is different. Welcome to the Lyrical Laughter, episode 5?
5.
Damn,
Cinco.
so many. I forgot.
Cinco favoritos.
Yeah. 5 favorite what?
This is we got our lukewarm coffee here.
Yeah, dude.
I'm impressed.
It's a cool setup, but I didn't get a microwave
A microwave.
for the lukewarm coffee.
Oh, dude, don't do that to your coffee.
You
I'd
did.
rather, like, I've done it, but it makes it taste different. I don't know if that's a real thing or if it's just me tripping out. Well,
It's like is it
'cause
like
you can burn.
irony almost?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. It makes me cringe. thinking
Maybe it's
about
a
it, that
water
you
in
brought
it.
up.
Do you ever, Mike, if you go to heat up water for, like, tea or anything, you have a Keurig, don't you?
Yeah.
You just run it through the Keurig?
I've never thought to do that.
Yeah, you know how have you ever ran to clean it?
I've never cleaned my Keurig. Is that
You got some potent Joe, bro.
yeah, dude. That's some potent Joe. A cup of potent Joe.
You're supposed to, does it ever tell you descale?
Yeah, no. What do you mean? It doesn't sense it, but you can pick like 6, 8, and 10 ounce. It's like the cheapest one. It's like $50.
When mine told me I had to, like, after a certain, I think it counts the number of cups that go through it. It tells, the light comes on, it says descale it, and you have to buy solution to clean it. It gets all the gunky out.
I've seen the solution cups. They're like pods you can actually buy. I have them at work.
I'm chewing gum. This probably shouldn't be.
Don't listen, but I almost stole one from work.
A K-cup?
What are the cleaning K-cups? You can put a K-cup
I would.
cleaning product. They come in 4-pack. You can put it in there and run it.
I wasn't looking, but did you do 4-pack?
I don't think so. I think I did 4. The camera's rolling. I'm not funny when the red light's on, dude. I need like an on-air. Mitch, if you watch this one, let me borrow your shit.
Yeah.
Let me get your on-air. Those are probably like $15 on Amazon
I was gonna
from
make
China.
the joke, but I won't. You don't ever, because we're not live. But
Yeah, I keep forgetting we're not live. We could be, but you playing.
basically this is gonna be a straight up load. Anyways,
It's gonna have to be. So yeah.
I like this. I'm pretty impressed with the place. I can't wait to get a house, if that will ever happen.
It ain't easy being
It's
cheesy.
gonna be annoying now that I'm gonna come over a lot more.
No.
You're like, Caleb basically lives here. He just wants me for my podcast studio.
Bro, this is gonna change and evolve all the time. Just for fun.
Are you gonna paint everything black?
No.
The walls?
No. This isn't the was that the Rolling Stones or the Beatles? Paint it black.
It was
I see a red door and I want to paint it black.
that wasn't Rolling Stones?
It was Beatles or one of them. Bro, I got Google. What am I doing?
Yeah, dude. We
Advanced
got
podcast.
pads.
Let me see. Paint it black. I mean, this isn't me typing. Hey, Nadav, look
Dude,
up.
they got rid of him.
I know.
Well, they didn't get rid of him. He left. Like a dumbass, dude. If I was working for Tom, I would never leave his side.
Yeah, it's the Rolling Stones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Why was I thinking Black Sabbath? Did they cover it?
because it's got black in it.
No.
Paint it black. You're like Sabbath.
Maybe someone covered it. Dude, we should cut this part out. I do not.
Minimal editing, man. Thursday
You guys
night.
sound fucking stupid. I'm tired, dude. I'm pooped. I have not been able to sit down. There's almost not a podcast I don't know. I swear, dude.
Dude, I've been doing the same thing, man.
I swear I thought someone peeked their head around the fucking corner.
Yeah.
Why is there a gap under the stairs?
I don't like that.
Oh
Stop
my
observing.
God.
Man, what are we
Holy shit.
doing?
I do that at work, dude. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I keep seeing things go, and I'm like, too much fucking caffeine.
You did roll up with a Monster.
Have you ever put this in your Keurig?
No. I put blue Kool-Aid in a bong once.
I put Monster in a bong.
Hmm.
Oh, speaking of, so my mom came into my room last night, and she was like, "What's the name of your podcast?" I was like, "Uh-oh." I was like, "You can't watch it. I don't think you can watch it."
Google me, Chuck.
I should give her a no. I'll be like, "Yeah, there's no video." I should find someone that sounds like me and make it sound like some like space talk or something. Some astrology.
Just Neil deGrasse Tyson with a Caleb
That
Gray
Star
AI.
Talk, that's the name
Yeah.
of his, I think. That's
Yeah.
funny. No, but
There are more grains of sand than there are.
No, there are more stars than there are grains of sand on all of Earth's beaches.
How the fuck
And
do
I'm
they
like,
know?
Did you know that
Did you
you
count
can
'em?
actually shuffle, like, 52, you know what factorial is? You know,
What do
50,
mean?
like, anything factorial.
Oh, it's 52, like a deck of cards.
So, like, 10 factorial is, like, 1 times 10, 2, or, like, what?
To the power?
Yeah, so it's, like,
Factorial
times
would be
itself 50 times.
Oh,
So
like
you do 50 times 50.
squared is
50
3,
times.
and then...
Yeah, like 50. So, like, example, like, shit. It's like 50 times 50 is what? 250? No, 2,500.
Times?
Yeah, it's 2,500. But then you take 2,500, and that's the first time you do it. Times 2,500 by 50 again. That's the second time. Times that new number by
You mean
3,
50
4,
times?
5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So any new number you get, you multiply it 50 times. That's what factorial is.
Yeah.
So you take that number, multiply it by itself, and then do that. The third value is do it up until you hit 50.
That was in that IQ test that I was just talking about.
Yeah, and he
You
claims
have to find those patterns.
well, there's 48. How many cards are in a deck of cards? 52?
Yeah.
56, but it comes with those 4 extra jokers all the time. But he's saying that
Yeah.
you can shuffle a 52 deck of cards, factorial, and they're like,
the combinations.
yeah, the combinations of you actually getting like the same set of 52 in a row is like dumb impossible.
Yeah.
It's so impossible.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, I know
It's
what
like
you're talking
near
about.
impossible. Yeah, and he's like, there's like more.
It doesn't seem like it.
There's more like the chances of like there's like more like ways to try to get that than there are stars, and there's more stars than there are grains of sand on the beach. And he compared it all to a deck of cards, and I was like, bullshit.
Yeah.
And then try to do 52 factorial. You can't even get past. Like your calculator's just like, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta turn your phone sideways for
Yeah,
that
and then
one.
even then it's like error. And you're like,
Yeah.
I did it. I blew up the calculator.
If you really want to be like him, just cut me off every time I fucking talk. That guy will not let someone finish a sentence.
He's
Lately, he
got a
has.
lot to
I've
say.
noticed, but that was like noticeable. He just doesn't pay attention to anyone else who's talking to him. Like when he was on Joe Rogan,
He's over
he was
here.
like, he was talking about he's like, yeah, I have a buddy Lex Friedman, and he's really interesting. You would like to talk to him. He's like looking through his journal. He's like, Neil. He's like, oh, interesting. And then he goes to say something. He's like, Joe's like, yeah, so and he's like, oh, I got it right here. Just cuts him off.
He's like, while you're distracted, let me
literally,
at least
Joe
talk
looked at the
you.
camera and then like looked at Jamie. It was like, dude, and they were just straight talking at him. Yeah,
Dude, he's had some wild guests.
Joe.
You could look up anybody, and he's had him there. James Hetfield from Metallica was on the Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah,
I was like, that's wild. I never watched it, and I got really back into Metallica.
it's cool. I mean, he's obviously number one, but it's my go-to if I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
there's so many interesting people on there. I hear Joe repeat himself over and over, but then I mean, he does it all the fucking time. There's really, really good ones. I feel like if I ever reference Joe Rogan, everyone's like I'm a fucking...
It's okay to like popular shit, though. I'm trying to realize.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
People who eye roll with that, it's like...
If I ever... Yeah, and then like we were talking about on the first episode of our favorite movies, or like horror movies. I really like the Silent Hill one, but that's an unpopular opinion. Even though the movie was popular itself amongst the general public, which I tended to like, also was young, and that was fucking crazy to me, especially when Pyramid Head rips her skin off. I was like scarred.
I actually don't remember that. I don't remember much of that, but I know what Pyramid Head looks like when you say it. But
Yeah.
Skin ripping scenes doesn't come back.
But all the gamers are like, that was fucking horrible. If you try to relate it to like anything, if you like a book to a movie, you're like, the book was better. Like, yeah, dude, someone spent 5 years writing it.
Yeah, no, that
like,
shit pisses me off.
Like, you can't relate it to the book.
Books to movies, but another thing that's super irritating is people are like, oh, you stream your music? I listen to it on records. And I'm like,
yeah,
eat my shit. I don't care. I can't spin a record when I'm driving in the car, Jerry. Like, the fuck? That's not, I don't care.
But it's the nostalgia. Like, you're a physical, like, you
but I can only do it in certain
items.
aspects. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I know people who are like, I do it with CDs. I do it with DVDs, Blu-rays, PS5, Xbox, Nintendo Switch. You know, fuck ebooks, burn in hell. I buy them physically, which you can get maybe tomorrow by Hannah Stott on Barnes & Nobles and what's the other one? Amazon. Links will be in the description below.
Right.
It's about a Marine. You like Marine stuff. That's right. You got to fan it out. That's what I did a little bit. Fan it out so it stands. That's right.
But so my mom is asking the name of the podcast. She wants to watch it. So I told her, I was like, look, if you can find it, you can watch it. I'm not telling you the name of it. Also, you can't get mad at me for anything I say on there. And dude, it's so weird. It's because do you ever swear in front of your mom?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember
it doesn't go well.
Do you remember the first time you swore in front of your mom? Ever?
No. Because it would happen not frequently, but enough to where it would kind of become like a running joke in our house where it was like, don't freely swear around me. And we're like, okay.
Right.
And then you'd wait a little while, maybe a day or two, and you'd kind of drop like a damn it or a bitch. And she didn't. Like, we would never hard F-bombs was just like something we didn't.
Yeah, there was like shit or like the little ones.
I remember I dropped my first. I remember with my dad. I was just so excited. I kind of like was acting like I was with the guys, and I kind of went fucking, and I paused, and he was like, "Okay, I get it. You're just excited about something," but that came out of nowhere. And I was like, "I'm so sorry." I was like 15, maybe.
That's when I remember I swore the first time in middle school. And I was on the bus. Dude, the bus was a crazy place. That's how I learned most of my street knowledge. Was not being on the street. It was like the bus rides.
Public school in general, but yeah, bus rides.
And in Trent, Figs, fucking
name drop.
Yeah. Was he was like 2 grades above, or he was like in your class, wasn't he? He was 2 grades above me, but we were sitting in the back of the bus. And Andy Ostrom and I rode the same bus. Name drop. And we were all sitting next to each other, and he was like, just sitting in the corner by the window, like swearing, like not even making sense. He's like, "What's up, you damn ass?" Like, just saying,
"What's up?
What the damn?
What the damn shit is going on? Hell yeah!"
He's like, "Dude, you got it." He's like, "You swear?"
Yeah.
Like, and then it was like that from elementary school. Like, yo, you swear to see if people were cool, and then like late middle school, early high school, like, you smoke? And then now, like, getting towards you, like, you do coke? It just is like, hey, do you provide for your family? Make a good income? After fucking high school.
Damn, what are you gonna do with your life?
But I remember my mom never really swore around us, and I've had, like, I was justifiable no matter what age I started swearing at. It's pretty justifiable for certain situations.
They had to bring something up to want to do it.
Right. Or there had to be a situation that was just like more important than my mom going. I'm like, I had an issue with my dad or something, and the police were called, and I'm like, and he freaking hit me. And I'm like, that fucking, I would like stutter trying to swear in front of my mom. And she wouldn't correct me, and I was like,
"This is cool." But it's because if it's like an emotional thing, I feel like I've said some words when I was really emotional. My mom's like, "Well, you just calm down." Like if you're really mad and she understands, she was just like, "Whatever." But if you're just like, she's just minding her business, she's cooking dinner, and I'm just playing COD Black Ops 1 in 2010, I was like, "Fucking fag!" And she'd be like, "One more," and I shut that fucking Xbox off.
I got in trouble because
shit like that.
I think I got in trouble for. Wait, I can't remember if it was me or something. I was so young. We were playing Xbox, It was either me or Gary. Shout out Gary. What's up, boss?
Gary.
I don't know if it was him. I can't remember. But all I remember is that like we were playing games and got the Xbox taken away because we were swearing at kids online. That was it. Dave's trying to watch fucking Fox or something. And he's, what the fuck? You fucking suck. Oh my fucking God. It is like, that's all he's hearing. He's just trying to learn about, like, watch Tucker Carlson or something.
Tucker Carlson.
That poor guy.
Yeah.
But so, Mom, if you find this, I'm sorry. I swear a lot now. No, I still don't smoke anything. Except for this.
You ever smoke at the, you ever smoke with anyone at your bus stop?
Like weed?
Yeah.
No. I never went to school. I've never smoked weed at school.
At school? No, I've never smoked.
Or like, I've never been at school high. I've never been messed up in school.
I would go to first and half of second hour high.
Really?
All of my 5th year in high school.
I fucking get it hard.
Because there was who's that one guy that nobody liked? He looked like the Punisher, or he wore like the Punisher, and his nose looked fucked up.
He wore the Punisher shirt.
He always had like a Punisher hat.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a teacher.
I feel like his name's. Yeah, dude. I smoked pot with Johnny Hopkins, bro.
Just walking in Frank Castle's sitting there in the fucking seat. Like, no. Today, class, we're going to find Billy.
No, dude. It was this dude.
He killed my family.
He was a fucking punk. Nobody liked him. He's just troublemaker. I think his name was Jason. And
I know it was
kind of
big, stocky
but like my build.
He was big to me.
I'd have fucked him up.
I hated his start with an F.
I don't remember.
Was he like? Did he say "fuck you" with his bottom jaw?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Because I know who you're describing. Kind of exactly who I was thinking of.
Well, every day he'd bring this little one hitter, and he'd be like, "Hey, Andrew, you want to smoke?" And we weren't even tight. He was closer with Will.
Like at the bus stop.
Yeah, Jason F. Yeah, you're right.
Because you know what's funny? I was just thinking about him today.
Yeah, no, he used to smoke. He used to smoke me down every morning. My 5th year in high school. My senior year, it was his senior year. His actual 4th year in 2015.
Jeez.
And he'd always be like, "Bro, you want to split this with me?" Because everybody else was like 9th grade. He was all, "Fuck these little kids, bro." He looked up to me because I was a year older. He was like, "You want to like?" Yeah. Not looked up to me. He just thought I was like somebody to relate with.
Anyone that's like a year or two older than you back then, you felt like they were.
Well, he was cool. He didn't give a shit. I kind of went in a little freaked out. And then one time, I remember my first hour was the only reason why I did it. That was the only time in my high school career I would do that because I knew when he offered it to me. I was like, "Yo, everyone in this class already smokes too. Like everyone around me is so fucking high, to where like the whole classroom reeked of it." And one day the teacher said something. I think it was Hacker. I had him for like a writing class, and Hacker was like, "I know, like most of you." And what you're doing in the mornings because this whole classroom smells like it. I'm not going to try to pinpoint it. I'm not going to rat anyone out, but I'm just asking you, could you guys please stop? It fucking smells. And we're all like,
yeah. Yeah, it's so crazy that I had fucking middle schooler or high schoolers have fucking chronic.
Right. No, and I have like mad respect too. Like I respect people. Like I have no problems with him. So I kind of felt bad, but I'm kind of thinking like, I don't want to be here. And if that's what makes me feel better, I kind of don't care if you have to smell the stank. I did. I felt bad, but I was kind of just like, everybody else, would have been like, "Fuck you, dude." Yeah. I was just always like, "Damn, I feel bad, but I'm not going to stop."
I could never.
Free weed? Come on, bro. How old are you? Also, that book fell over, bro.
Oh, shit.
It's all good. You can leave it down. Just center it. It's cool. I don't want it to get all fucked up on the bottom anyway.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you just can lay it down if that's cool. Looks like it's already kind of getting weird. Because I did that.
Yeah, I would
She got her 10 seconds.
Yeah. I would never do that. Even just sober. I remember just being in school in general, and I'm in a class with fucking 30 people, 29 people surrounding me. I'm like, dude, I just was so disassociated, and I always felt like eyes were on me. And I was like, sucking in my stomach.
Just in general?
Yeah. I fucking hated being, even now, if I go out in the public and there's a lot of people, I'm constantly thinking, and it's not, I don't care what people think about me. I'm just constantly like, I feel like, I don't know how to explain it. I think the acoustics kicking in.
The dog's out of water.
Oh, thirsty bitch. But anyway, it was funny because I was telling a story today to my coworker, and it, when I went, okay, I went to jail for a very short period of time for nothing that crazy, but I seen Jason F in there. I saw him. He was serving me cornbread.
Oh, he worked there?
Milk. Yeah, like,
or as an inmate.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, did he work there, or was
No.
he working as an inmate? He'd be all right. So he's serving you cornbread and.
Dude, it's so funny because I was in there for not that long, like a month, I think.
Yeah.
But it was like week 1.5, 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I got moved to a different location, and it was breakfast was fucking powdered milk and cornflakes, and then lunch and dinner was always bologna sandwiches. And I walked up to grab my tray, and I looked up, and it was him. But, like, he wasn't looking at me, so I avoided conversation at any cost.
Damn.
And I was like, no fucking way.
Makes you wonder what he did, huh?
No, I wasn't surprised.
I'm sure.
Dude, that kid was, yeah.
Destined for the clink.
He was kind of, it's funny, because he was like, kind of an asshole to me. I think he used to hang out up at the park all the time. Well, I don't know. It was just a surprise. But yeah.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Dude has the face for jail.
Guys,
if you Google jail, I always saw that guy's face.
Yeah. Yeah. He always reminded me of like a buffer Sid from Toy Story.
Now that I remember it, I remember seeing his fucking face on the news. Not
really?
like the news.
Local?
Like local people end up sharing it on Facebook and shares an article of, you know how you can like read like what happened in your area like after something happened. I don't remember what it was. Wasn't it like armed robbery or something like that? He like hijacked someone's car or something like that?
I don't recall. I know what you're talking about.
I remember seeing his face. It's such a...
I remember seeing his face in person. I was like, dude, damn. Yeah, it was like, I'm not. I don't know. Dude,
it's crazy.
That sucked. I was 17. I'm 24 now. It was some dumb teenager shit. Don't worry.
But the holidays are coming up, and something I wanted to mention that I thought was funny is part of being a homeowner now. Has nothing to do with owning a home, but I transferred my mail to my new home, and I was offered this thing from USPS to start getting like informed delivery stuff. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, Nicole has it.
Except
I forgot to do that.
Except for if you share. My point being is if you share an address with someone, you can see everything.
Oh, no.
So I didn't see anything, but I saw like, dude, you will straight up, if it's delivered by USPS, if you ordered it from somewhere, you'll get like a tracking link that you can both access.
Yeah.
And I check it every day. It comes out every morning at 8 a.m. They'd be like, yo, here's your daily list of what's being dropped off.
When is that, the post office?
It was like some mail, some fucking physical shit I don't want, some healthcare, credit card type shit. And then at the bottom, it said GameStop. With a link. And I was like, fuck.
Oh,
I know what that is. I mean, I don't know what it is, but I know that that's for me. She doesn't buy shit from GameStop. But then what does she do? I text her about it. And I'm like, I saw the link and about the thing. And she's like, damn, well, don't check there for like the rest of the month in case I order anything. And I'm like, bro, no. First of all, no, I use that every day. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. Actually, I mostly use Amazon for everything else. Sometimes they'll outsource.
That sucks.
Amazon sometimes will outsource their shit. Same way, if you order from Hungry Howie's, you think they're going to be a delivery driver from there, but sometimes they'll contact DoorDash.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude, it's silly. And I saw that, and she played it off. She's like, no, it was for me. She was being serious. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, I bought Just Dance 2 for the Wii.
That game was fucking fun,
I was like,
dude.
bro, first of all, you can't, I don't think so.
Dude, that game was the bees fucking knees. Dude, do bees have knees? I was talking about this the other day.
Mm-mm.
What's that term from?
It's just so cool because they ain't got any. It's so cool.
Was that
the bee's knees because it's far out.
Is that what really?
I don't know.
You know, I just found out recently, like, don't be a square. You know what that means?
Because you're not hanging around?
Yeah, because you're not around. That's so fucking stupid.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's cool.
Isn't that pretty fucking neat, bro? Yeah. People are like, we should come up with something. They're like, you know.
Would you call that a derb?
A derb.
Dude, Nicole and I were in the car, and I was just thinking of, she started singing, I was singing something funny from, like, childhood, and then she started singing, I'm just a bill. Remember that song? Remember that educational
Capitol Hill.
Yeah. I'm just a lonely old bill on top of Capitol Hill. And it got me, I asked Siri to play it on Spotify. It's actually on Spotify. So we're jamming out to that. And I was like, wait.
Really? What's that under, like Schoolhouse Rock? Playlist?
I don't remember. No, I have no idea. But I remember thinking, I was like, why? I was like, why is the bill? Because they're describing like how a bill first starts off as an idea, then you contact your local, the Senate, and then they are like, yeah, this could be a law, so they turn it into a bill to get passed through and become a law. So I was like, so the Bill of Rights, why is it called the Bill of Rights and not the Law of Rights?
Before bill becomes a law.
Yeah, but it's now a law of rights. It started as a bill, got passed through. Now those are legal by law rights, but it's still called the Bill of Rights. Do we really not have any rights?
What do you?
I'm just kidding, but
no, you're saying it's a bill before it's a law. So you're saying
once it gets approved from being a bill,
it becomes a law.
Because say you get a bill, then they pay the bill, and then it's satisfied.
Yeah.
So it's not a bill anymore; it's your receipt. But in this case, it'd be the law. Once you write down, hey, we should stop at red lights or put in traffic lights.
Yeah, it's a bill.
Make it a law. And then they're like, oh, yeah, okay, that's a law. And they stamp it. So I'm like, why do they call it the Bill of Rights and not the Law of Rights? Because it's already been passed.
Because it's an origination. It's an origin.
Yeah, it's just like calling it by its old name just because it sounds cool. But our Bill of Rights
because I paid my bills, and if I still have the physical piece of paper, it's still a bill.
I guess. I don't know. I just
know what I mean?
I guess it sounds cool.
These are our bills, and then
these are the things I think about.
Just because they're paid off, it's like.
I always go into hypotheticals too. You will sit at.
Should write a bill to create bill of wrongs.
Yeah, dude.
We'll call those. Well,
the thing is, like,
outlaws.
We were talking about the. I asked Dave this really quick to see what he thought about it because Nicole just instantly was
potty.
Like,
"You gotta go potty."
Not playing along with it, but
you gotta go potty.
No, okay. So I asked Dave about it, and he was just like, "Because it sounds cool."
Because it's neat.
But it's funny. He's like, the founding fathers were actually really smart, but they kind of left out some things. I was like, yeah, they're pretty smart. They got other people to do the work for them and not pay them. I was like, yeah, they're also fucking racist.
It's like a little fucked up, isn't it?
Yeah. And then Benjamin Franklin, you know how the story about him flying the kite, and he took that idea from someone else, bought that story off of someone else was flying a kite, got electrocuted, was struck by lightning, and then like found out about electricity. Literally bought that off of somebody and then tested it out himself. And
so he used privilege to become the man on the $100 bill.
Yeah. I can't believe they're still even on the currency.
You ever watch those videos where it shows like people like on TikTok? I don't know why it annoys me, but they're like always carrying their iPhone and they use that as a mic.
Oh, yeah.
The bottom of their
or they do make these mic attachments. It's kind of cool, but yeah, I know what you're talking
about. Well, they're like cupping the bottom of their natural mic, which props to Apple. They do sound good.
How many? And they go like ask.
Well, yeah, but some of them are funny. They ask people questions that don't have like blinker fluid type shit. People are like,
Yeah, they're like, how many countries are in America? And they're like, 40.
Yeah, right. No, that exactly. And one of the things that I've seen is that, but they're like, what? They were like, what? President Lincoln, what was this person on this dollar bill? What president was that?
Yeah, well, like what?
And they
number?
were like, oh, that's the the whatever number president, and that this is.
They
his
said
name.
Like 60 something.
No, they were like pretty close. Some of them were close. And then he'd go on to different people. He'd be like, who's this one? I'm like, oh, that's George Washington. That's our first president. And then they keep going, and then they get to the $100 bill, and they're like, oh, that's Benjamin Franklin. And they're like, what number president was he? And they're all like, 31? And they're like, first of all, that's a lot older. Second of all, he was never president. And he's like, gotcha. He's just doing gotcha TikToks. Like, what president is this? And they're like,
so it stumps them. That's funny because there's some psychology behind that where you ask someone an intentionally, like a trick question, but you're in that situation. So yeah, but that's funny.
1 hour ago from Hannah. Just saw Caleb's mom. We talked for a while in the hallway.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah.
That's so funny because my mom was just...
Did you working tonight?
Yeah.
Cool.
She, my mom's like, I haven't seen Hannah in a long time. They both work at the hospital. Well, my mom doesn't work at the hospital, but...
Yeah, she just sometimes...
She transports
deliver
people.
there?
Yeah, delivery. Dude, so...
Transition piece.
Dude, so I've been fucking pooped. My brain's all over the place. I've been moving. Andrew decides to help me move. What was it? Sunday to finish up moving, and I have this big ass TV that I'm not gonna take with me. I was gonna store it, but Andrew said that you said you would hold on to it in the basement or whatever. So we put it in the back of your car because I had to drive the U-Haul back, and I was following you, and we were gonna meet up at your house and then go do a quick Walmart trip, hop in your car, and you came up to the stop sign after we pulled out, and you were like, oh shit. So you were like making hand signals and stuff. You were pointing, and I was like, oh, I understand what you're saying. Like, there's a TV in the back of your car. There's not going to be enough room for Nicole and I to both ride with you to Walmart. Yeah. So we were like deciding, go drop off the U-Haul, do whatever.
I almost told you to just get out. Like, let's bring the TV back into the garage, go do our thing, and then you can just go home from here.
That would have been
But then I was idea. Like, it would have been a better idea.
Because I paid $400 for that fucking U-Haul. No, $300. Sorry. A little over 300.
Yikes. For gas and shit included?
Yeah. And then they gave me a cleaning fee. Because I think I left a tiny piece of... I seen it when I was unpacking a tiny piece of plastic. But anyway.
That's dumb.
So we continue driving like for a second. Then you call me. And you're like, hey, I just wanted to make sure that you like understood what I was saying. I was like, oh yeah, the TV's not back there. And he's like, or the TV's back there. There's not enough room for us to sit back there. And you're like, yeah, so I guess you can follow me. Holy fucking shit. Look to your left. That is a dead woman.
Oh, yeah, dude. Dude, that was, I just was like, wow.
I look to my left, and I see there's an ambulance parked there, and these two paramedics, one just sitting there like, I don't even know what he's fucking doing. The other guy's like trying to cram this gurney into the back, and this dead woman, old lady, was just, dude, her head was hanging, she was like falling off this fucking gurney. Half her torso
wasn't even on this fucking stretcher.
They had the blanket or the sheet like halfway up, but she slipped out from underneath it. Yeah, she was just dangling off this fucking gurney, and they could give two shits. They were like, yep, here's a delivery. Like trying to get the fucking package.
Jaw drop moment.
Dude, I was like,
dude, look what? To your left. That is a dead lady. There's a little bit of silence, and then holy shit.
Yeah. Dude, that was fucking...
You don't see that every day.
I laughed. I didn't laugh immediately, but like it was funny because I was like, what the fuck?
It's funny because we're all like trying to figure out dumb shit. Like, oh, we got a TV, we got to go drop off. And she just died.
Croaked, dude. So she spills it.
She spills it.
Dude, but I was like, I didn't know what to think about it. I didn't expect to see a dead person. I've never seen a dead person other than a funeral and like crazy lively videos. Really? I've never seen like out in public, just a dead lady.
You're talking about like you've only seen dead people that you knew you were going to attend. You were like going to it on purpose.
It was a planned,
not just like a holy.
Yeah, no, I didn't expect to see someone croaked. Fucking, but the thing was like I laughed out of like shock. Not immediately.
To be fair, I'm like 98% sure she was dead, but we don't know. We weren't there. She could have just been like really like immobile and just kind of laying
She
there.
Was so old, and the way she couldn't hang off the bed like that.
I know, but if she was also dead weight, she'd have dude, I think there could be a chance.
Yeah, I don't know.
Been holding herself up because I think dead weight, she'd have fell off that.
But I think they strap. I don't know.
Oh yeah, she did.
I think she's dead because there's no cars in her driveway anymore. Because I go by that house every day. But Yeah, dude, it kind of made. I started thinking about it. It kind of made me upset the way they were just like not giving a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't give a shit. They were just continuing to cram her into the back of the ambulance.
The family wasn't there, so they were like, "Fuck it, let's just get her out."
Yeah, because I imagine if that was my grandma or like my mom or so, I would be so fucking furious. When my mom went to Genesis, Genesis was the fucking worst. I mean, your mom went there too.
Yeah, they suck.
They suck. I don't even have to get into that, but they treated her very poorly.
Hannah did some of her clinicals
Dave
there.
was so pissed.
They don't use wipes. They don't like use disposables. They use washables.
And they wash everything.
They rewash.
Isn't that like illegal? That's why they.
Well, no, they're faith-based.
Throw everything away.
Dude, they're faith-based, so they could write off exempts. They could be like, "Oh, the Lord said."
Are you serious?
Yes, they're faith-based.
That's why they're called Genesis.
Do you not see crosses all throughout the hallways?
I haven't been there in a minute.
You don't notice it because you're walking through it like this because you're worried about your loved one.
Or I'm
you're not
visiting someone that's fucking
Go there
dying,
when you're not visiting someone that you give a shit about. Just go there and wonder why.
Just visit the hospital
They
one
suck.
day. Walk to, it's a cool looking hospital though. Like,
Yeah.
don't they have like?
They have a food court too. It's pretty ballin'.
Oh, yeah.
But nobody goes there like, there's a sick food court. They're like, my mom.
We don't have
Like,
these. Yeah.
Subway hits different.
Sorry,
Mom's upstairs.
Sorry, Mom. Hold that thought.
Yeah.
Just go get a sandwich.
I'm
Really
gonna go get a Coke light ice. What are you thinking?
Dude.
And she's like, I don't eat. Like I'm hooked up to a bag, my boy. You know? That's funny.
They're yeah. Fuck that. We're not gonna use disposables. God will wash away this disease.
Yeah, it's nasty, bro. You're crazy.
This is so funny because I grew up Christian, and I've always struggled with faith at times, and I don't know. I honestly think I don't know what to think. It's so overwhelming. I think about it literally like 24/7. Like, what is this? Like,
This is a good time.
that's all that. No, really, that's all that it can ever be. Because that's all we're ever gonna know, unless we figure out some crazy quantum mechanics, and then like Neil Tyson or
Neil Druckmann creates Last of Us Part 3 for PlayStation 6.
Yeah.
No, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I was just thinking like, how did I even get on this topic?
Faith-based.
Yeah, it's weird because that's kind of what pushed me out of it. It's so funny because there's so many like religious people or good Christians or something, but they're like horrible fucking people and they just use it as an excuse to do anything.
Right.
And that's kind of that's like most churches are corrupt.
Dude, I can stump so many Christians.
Yeah.
Not like in proving them wrong, but I can make them say two different things.
Right.
And it makes me laugh. I know nothing about Christianity. I've never read the Bible, and I won't claim that. I won't tell anybody who's a Christian like
I have
that you're wrong.
Yeah.
But like I like watching them say two different things and then just go, "Can you explain yourself now?" And they're like, and they get mad because I'll be like, they're like, how do you get into heaven? They're like, there's only one way, and it's just to accept that Jesus Christ died on the cross for you and covered the world sins with His blood. And you're like, oh wow, just enter into your heart and you're saved. And I'm like, oh wow, so I can just be a total piece of shit, and if I can time it right. On my deathbed, I can just ask him and then go, and then I'm saved. They're like, well, no, that's not how it works. I'm like, but you said, and then it's so funny how watching people like in real time try to reinterpret what they tried to say and it's a journey.
Well, it's funny because most of them no one's read the Bible, right?
Right.
And I always want to make arguments.
Well, everybody interprets it different. It's your walk, and
that's what I think it's supposed to be.
It's your relationship. You can't tell me. That's why I think churches are weird, like bodies of Christ. That's what those are supposed to be.
Yeah.
But we go there to go like, our church is superior. It took us years to find the right church. I'm like, you're a fucking cult.
Yeah.
You should read the Bible. Like my grandpa, he did not subscribe to any church. Right. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't. He's like, no, I read the Bible for me and him, and I don't like read anything else. That's why I don't read into anything else I don't care what you have to say. Even if you agree with me, I don't want to share this with you. Yeah. And I respect it. I was like, oh, grandpa, that's tight. And everyone else walks around. They're just like, nope, follow my rule book. I'm like, your rule book?
Yeah.
What? I didn't know you had one.
That's why I like
$9.99 a month.
I don't know. Because Isaac's basement, we used to write the whole entire basement walls were covered in Sharpie.
Yeah.
Everyone signed their name and stuff, but someone wrote Jesus is not a religion. I was like, that's like I like that.
Yeah.
Because people make religion's man-made. No one created religion. Mm-hmm. Like, well, Jesus and God, whatever, didn't create They didn't create the religion of Christianity. Everything's man-made, but that's all it is. I think is supposed to be the interpretation of the Bible, of God's word, and people are like, "Fuck you! You need Jesus," and then go home and beat their kids, and then get up for church. And I'm like, holy shit! You're only going to be good for a couple hours, and then you go.
I just find it hard to balance
shit.
Their like moral, like what they're saying is right and wrong, and then trying to tie that into modern society. Like, are you going to tell me playing video games is a sin?
Video games.
The Word of God didn't have a PlayStation 5 next to it to make sense of that. So because we've progressed, am I doomed? Am I damned to some people because I do things they wouldn't do?
Right. Yeah.
How does that make sense? That just doesn't. I don't understand that. I just thought it was supposed to be this loving thing where if you just don't do the 10 things you're not supposed to do,
right.
You know. And I'm like, as long as I'm
the
like
10 Commandments.
And I have like family members that are actually pretty cool about that. Like my uncle, you know, he plays Battlefield and Halo.
Right.
Doesn't swear, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. Is very tight and sometimes can be a little offensive about it. He gets a little weird. But he also enjoys life. He's like, no, dude, I'll have a single summer shandy at a 4th of July thing, because drinking's not a sin.
Right.
Getting drunk is a sin.
There's like being an alcoholic.
Right.
Like relying on it. Anything. If you look towards
anything abuse.
If you praise alcohol or money.
Anything.
Stuff like that.
Lust. What is it?
Yeah.
Or envy, is it? You're like jealous of someone? That's like not a good thing.
Yeah.
You're supposed to just, do your own thing.
Yeah.
And it's funny watching people tell me that, like, you can't do that. You're in a metal band, Satan. And I'm like, read the lyrics. What the fuck?
Dude, it's sad
people trying to be happy. They're not like,
except you're like Cannibal Corpse or
my dad will tell me that shit. And then I'm like, but you listened growing up to actual satanic shit, like Judas Priest and Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Literal, like, album covers of, like, blood running down wrists and shit and the eyes rolling back. And they're like, it's just rock and roll. And I'm like, no, dude, that is literal fucking...
It's so funny because the concept is the same, but, like, because it's heavier sounding to them, and it's not in their era. And
the only thing heavier is guitar tones. That's the only thing in modern production. Yeah. And they're all like, whoa.
Because I remember, like my mom, she doesn't like heavy. She doesn't like deathcore or death metal or metalcore. Well, she might like metalcore, but remember my grandma would go in and take and destroy my mom's Metallica records because it was Satan music. But I'm like, wait until she hears what I listen to.
Right.
Grandma, check this out. Her and her big Jewish nose.
Jewish schnoz. Remember that in the basement? Somebody wrote Jewish schnoz.
I don't.
Because if you say it like that, Jewish schnoz.
Jewish nose.
So it was literally Jewish and then space. They wrote SHNOSH. Schnoz. And it was like a side profile of a head, but it was just this fucking beak on it.
It's like a pelican.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Pelican. You ever watch Video Game Donkey?
I know. I don't, but
you know who he is. You gotta watch his Halo 1, 2, and 3 recap. Halo 1. He'll be talking about the pelican. He goes, pelican. It's so funny. I'll throw it up. No.
I didn't mean to go on a religion thing. I don't even know where that came from.
You said you have a story to tell from the other night.
Do I?
You saw something in the
Holy
outside?
shit, I should have started with this.
Most replayed.
Yeah,
the video.
We were moving. We were just packing stuff up, and I had to go.
Saturday night?
No.
It was the night before. It was the night I was supposed to be there. Because I came over Sunday, and you said it happened the night before. Like last night.
Yes.
So Saturday night, a week ago.
Yeah, Saturday night. So we were just packing stuff up, dude. I was cleaning the shit out of everything. Throwing so much fucking bags of shit out. And I went outside to go throw the garbage into the bin. And the moon was so fucking bright. I was like, I thought the street lights, like, I was like, damn, they must have changed the bulbs. But they were so bright. And my house, when I walk out, the moon's like behind it, so I can't really see it. So when I'm throwing the garbage out, I'm looking up at the moon. It's fucking crazy bright. I'm looking at the stars. And Dude, it's so crazy. You ever look up in the sky, you see like a star, but it's moving? People say like, "Oh, those are satellites." Have you ever seen like a star moving? Well,
Sure.
it looks like a star. It's like a little dot, but it's just like. So I was like, I looked up. I see them all the time. Like little, I don't like satellite or whatever space trash.
We have very fucking air traffic these days.
Yeah. So I looked up and I saw that, and I seen something else behind it, but they were spaced out evenly, and they were going at the same rate of speed. And then, dude, I look like this. There's 12. I'm not even kidding. There are 12 lights in the sky. It's perfectly spaced out, and they're all in single file line following at the same rate of speed. But they're going so fast. Like, it's observable. Like, it's like it looks like a star. Like, that's how high up it was. But at the rate of speed that it was moving to be that fucking far away, it would be an insanely fast speed. So I'm watching them just go across the sky. And I yelled Nicole's name out. And she comes out and she's fucking looking at it like, what the fuck? And there's other ones coming that aren't in the single file line. And they're coming from the side. And then moves and stops, and then it does like the wiggle and go left and right. And I was like, Nicole's never. I've seen like some things before, but no one can relate to it. Yeah. But Nicole finally she was like, "What the fuck?" And as we're looking at this, and these go by, some bright flash in the sky on the right side looked like a shooting. It may have been a shooting star. That's what it looked like, just really quick across the sky. But as soon as that happened, all the neighborhood dogs started barking. I don't know if that's related, but it was just weird because multiple dogs in different houses were barking around. So those are just fucking, and then they're gone, and we're still looking up, and then we see this V shape, like really high up in the sky, this V shape moving, and these ones were not lit up. It was just a V shape going. So that was going north and south, and this was going east to west.
Yeah.
And it looked like, so you know how birds fly in a V formation?
Yeah.
There were 4 on each side. So 1, 2, 3 shapes. They were like, I don't even know, like lines.
Mm-hmm.
And on each side, and they were in a V formation, and they just flew across the sky. I was like, but that one I was like, do you see that? Like, what the fuck is that? It was insane. I was like, I can't explain that at all. Like that dots in the sky, like there was no observable shape. They were just lights. But there was like 12 of these or more in single file line just zooming across the sky. Then the ones that were wiggling, I was like, okay, maybe that's like a stream of because people say they see Starlink or Starnet, Elon Musk's Starlink. They see those and mistake them for UFOs all the time.
Like light refraction.
I don't know what they look like. Yeah. So I was like, okay, maybe that's what everyone's talking about. But then the ones that are fucking wiggling around, stopping, I don't know what that. And then the V-shaped ones. There was like 4 individual. They looked like this on each side, like as forming the V, and just was like no noise. I was like, holy fuck. Damn. And then yeah, dude.
You got that thrill you were looking for, dude?
Dude, yes. I'm always looking at the sky. It's so crazy. I don't know. Dude, I have no idea. I'm always listening to UFO, not always, but like Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp and this whole whistleblower thing going on.
I'm not familiar.
I don't know what there's George Knapp is basically a journalist, I think. And then same with Jeremy Corbell, but I don't think they like to be called journalists. Journalists never like to be called journalists.
Documentationalists.
And they're like on their A game, pretty reliable people. But I'm always hearing news and watching videos of stuff, and I just don't know what to think about it. Until you see something like that, I still don't know what to think about it. But it was just like,
yeah, pick one, dude.
That was like valid because it's like
you got options.
I know there's shit going out there, but you don't know. There's something like until you see something, and then that's like confirmation. Yeah, I don't know. That was really weird.
Damn, dude. No, I don't. Yeah, that's weird. I don't see shit like that. I wonder if it's like. I wonder if it's around me, but like I'm so distracted with like other bullshit. Like,
Maybe
in my life that I just don't like look for that kind of stuff.
I'm always looking up though. I would have seen
You ever
those
stub
planes
your toe?
coming. What?
You stub your toe a lot.
Dude, I stubbed my toe
Just
last
looking
night.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you gotta look down a little bit.
Well, my
Where you
room's
going?
filled with boxes and it fucking sucked. I got a little toenail ingrowing.
Ouch.
You know what I'm talking about?
Like
Where
like it
it's-
just keeps coming back. It's always like that.
my toenail?
You say ingrown toenail?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have one. Like it's a thing that's just like happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get a surgery for that. My coworker just got
Does
one.
it? You know how your like toenail, your nail curves in?
Yeah,
To I don't. the
yeah, and
cubicle-
another one will
the
grow
whatever
in on
it
a
is
weird
called?
angle and it digs into the skin.
Yeah.
you can
It
get
like
those
grows
removed.
way down there.
He showed me pictures of it. They cut his toenail off completely on his big toe, and then they pulled out the other one, and then they stitched it and gauzed it, and he's like, I feel so much better.
Bro.
He says that the pain of stepping on it now, he likes it because he knows that it's going to be better. It was so weird how he described it. He's like, when I step on it, put weight on it, it stings from the surgery, but he's like, I love that it does because knowing the reason why it hurts is because I know I did it for a thing that's going to make me feel better in the long run.
That kind of
So
makes
he's like,
sense.
it's so weird. Isn't it like, you know, how a con can become a pro?
Well, so when I was like BMXing a lot and I'd get scabs,
Mhm.
you know, I'd get it like on my elbow or something and it'd stretch and it would rip open again and hurt every single time, but it would get less and less each day. But now when it was towards the point of
If only
like,
I could do that with like exercise. This hurts, but I know that it's like, you know, but I'm just a fat
but
piece
I'm like
of shit.
excited for it to, it's almost healed, but I feel that little pain left. I don't know if I enjoy it, but
you know
it's
what's
like,
weird? Do you ever like,
I'm not
put, like-
masochistic.
do you ever feel like you ever like move your forehead or like your body and you can feel like on your shoulders if a pimple's coming in?
Oh, your shirt's rubbing against your, yeah,
But it's not there that, yeah, you could even be like, hey, is there something on my forehead? And I don't see it, but you can feel it.
the pressure or something.
If you touch it, you can feel like there's one coming.
Right.
Do you ever just sit and play with it, make it hurt?
Not really.
I don't like it,
think
but
it's
I
just,
like keep going back to go like this. I like push on it and shit.
it's
It's
my
weird.
autism kick again.
I don't get very much, I don't get acne very much anymore. Like maybe once a year.
I don't either. It's so weird.
But what I remember, it was really bad for me when growing up, like in my middle teens. It was on a little bit on the top part of my forehead, and then that went away, and it went to my back right out of high school, like when I was working at Fast Eddie's.
Dude, back I do get
2016 to
some back knee
2018.
sometimes.
I don't get it anymore, but I used to get some real fucking bad ones,
Ugh.
like real. It was like, ooh, don't fucking touch me type shit. And I
Yeah.
remember that when I would do that, sometimes I'd like, it's so stupid. I don't even know why, like even sharing this, because like, not that it's weird or like I'm embarrassed. It's just something like, why would anyone do this? But like if it was like near my shoulder blade area, I'd like walk up to doorways and to like and push against it and to see if it could like if I could still feel it for some reason, or if it was like it would be how I could test if it was bumpy enough, if I could reach back there and like try to get it to like get off of me. It was like this way of just trying to know like, can I?
Is that an OCD thing?
I think so. I see. We're all spectrum, dude.
I swear to God.
I have this thing for like pain. I don't like it. I keep checking. Ow. Okay. When are you going away?
I know what you're talking about.
And it's weird. It's kind of like
Yeah.
how you said this scab thing. I just would check for pimples.
Dude, my nose has been so dry lately. Do you ever get a scab in your nose?
Yeah,
Right
in
here?
the corner.
Every time I go, it's like, it's not that bad right now.
Makes your eyes water a little bit.
Yeah, you know that, you ever pull a nose hair and it's like,
Oh, I pull those on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah. But so this scab, whenever
I have a nose trimmer, and I'll also be like,
Dude, I think you are masochistic.
oh, masochistic.
Masochism.
Yeah.
Catechism. Let's go.
Weird, dude.
If I do that, I'm like, ah.
We're at our hour mark.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, dude. Actually, crazy. It feels like it's only been like 30 minutes.
I know. I had actual things to talk about, and I didn't talk about anyone.
That's why
except for
I
that
think we're
one.
getting better at podcasting
Dude.
because we have a lot of shit we got to say.
I forgot.
Trying to not hit those hours. I mean, trying to not hit an hour and a half so we don't, edit as much. Hour and 15 max kind of thing.
You don't have to edit anything. I'm not gonna edit.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I would like to be done at 60 minutes most of the time if we can help it. Hour 15 max if, like, a guest is trying to finish up a story or something. But our first one was, like, an hour
Yeah, an
and
hour's a
45, 2 hours, and you cut it down to, like, it came out to, like, 120, an hour and 20.
Yeah.
I think
That's a good
But,
time.
like, you had to edit, like, almost 40 minutes of shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna cool off on editing.
Yeah.
I think just let it be its own thing.
Well, last week was fucked for you for moving, but now that
Dude,
we can get back to getting you a computer set up and we can do some guest stuff, and then if we ever want to do just the two of us, we can do it here. Cause this is dope,
dude. It is dope. I walked in. This is first in person. I like it. I'd rather it be in person anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I get like, I don't know. It's fine. But I was so excited. And then you're like, dude, I set it up. And I was like, what, dude? You thoughtful motherfucker.
I have a video I could show you after this to show you what it looked like prior.
Before.
Yeah.
You're for a guest spot.
It was kind of funny. Yeah, it looked. Yeah, it's a video of me sitting in each chair to see if you could see the person. Yeah, I was testing shit out because I care. I like this. This is cool,
dude. It's awesome.
Well,
yeah. So, like, subscribe, share with your friends if you enjoyed. This is fun. I enjoy it. This is new. I've never done anything like this before. It's getting better. I knew. By the way. I knew. Our most viewed video is with Margaret.
I wonder why.
I forget how many. Last time I checked, it was like 33 views, but all our other ones are 11.
It's weird.
10.
She had so much to say.
Well, I'm not saying exactly that, but for real, like, isn't it funny just having a female on your thumbnail and then it gets more views? Like,
what do you mean?
Is it recording?
Yeah.
What's that?
What?
Can you see right now?
My digital audio workstation, yep.
Oh.
No, can I see my phone? No.
I thought you were mirroring your phone on there.
No, I don't think I can do that.
But as I was saying, this is fun and it's gonna get, I feel better doing it. It's like stage fright thing for a second.
You know what I thought was gonna be weird? Not having these. Good call. Because to just do it like as if we were just talking in person and with a camera on me feels weird. But having these in to monitor ourselves makes me feel a little more like we're still at home in our own rooms.
Yeah, but I forgot I even had them on. To be honest, until you just pointed them out. I've been playing with the cord the whole time, but my autism is kicking in.
Yeah, it definitely goes in and out, right?
It does. Not maybe the consciousness of it does.
It's like a fuel gauge.
I have autism. I'm just saying. Everyone's on a spectrum of some sort. I think I'm just wigged out on junk food, like, because I've been moving. I've been eating like very poorly, and that's gonna change. I'm gonna start working out again and eating better. Try and cut these out. I know I go to zero sugar. It's probably not. I mean, no sugar, but it's probably still not good for you. But anyways, I like doing this. So if you guys like, comment, share,
sub,
show subs. Your mom, show your grandma.
Hit that bell notification.
Dude, that'd be sick. That'd be really cool. And it'd be cool.
All the uploads.
Dude, even if this doesn't even go anywhere, I'm still enjoying doing it.
Same.
But if it even goes remotely anywhere, it gives me motivation.
Dude, I've heard people who are like, I've been stuck at like 12, 1,300, 1,000 subscribers. What do I do? And I'm like,
that sounds dope.
I'm like, bro, 300 to 500 is like, wow. And then 1,200 is like, no, I think that's why I don't have that headspace, but they're probably, that's like their new 300. That's their new, because everybody, it's like, dude, it's like a pay, I could go into
I know
it's
what
like a pay
about.
scale. Everybody's like, people who make like 500 grand is like, I'm still broke too. It's because they spend like
yeah.
It's all about how you spend, right? And that's like a perspective. So like, they're like, I've been stuck at 1,200 for a year. That threshold is over for them. That high went away and they're like, I want to see 10K.
Exactly.
So, but like, dude,
I've consciously noticed that happen because I remember I wanted my Z so bad. It would be my car in Forza too. And then I finally got a 370. And I'm still grateful. It never felt like my car. Ever since I got it, I was like, I literally would like stare at it in the driveway. I can't believe that's my car. Yeah. And I'd look at pictures of it and like just fantasize about what I wanted to do to it. And now I just like get in my car and fucking go. I don't even speed anymore. I don't even like rev it. I just like cruising to work.
Honeymoon phase, dude.
And now I'm like, I want a GTR. So if you guys please like share the shit out of this and buy me a GTR.
So we got to get his 370Z converted to a GTR.
Yeah. I need a battery and a new tire right now.
If you really subscribe, if you really push the button harder, he won't have to finance it. You just buy it with cash.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just keep buying I'll just pay off the Equinox. My little dad mobile.
I'm gonna sell it. I think I would rather just save as much money as I can right now.
Honda Accord, dude. Those things are sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get something not a sports.
You ever watch?
Right
you ever click those links that are like best-selling car the year you graduated?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like fucking 2001.
Or the year you're born.
Yeah, straight up though. Doesn't matter what it is. It's the same car every year. It doesn't matter what they compare it to. We're all like, ooh, new topic. Oh, the year I first masturbated? What year? Like, it doesn't matter. It's still that car is the most sold car in that year. So, but 2001 to like 2020 is literally just the Toyota Camry.
It's still the most top.
Still
top selling. I drove a Camry here.
Right. 2001, baby.
A 2017 Camry,
right.
though, but
best-selling car.
The new ones look sporty as shit.
Honda Accords.
Yeah.
And the Civics.
The Civics.
I'm like, bro.
My mom got one.
Honda's got, but they're like boxy. They got like boxy headlight-looking areas, but the rest of it's curved on. It's so hard to explain. Honda Accords look dope. Honestly.
I like boxy.
Like 5-6 years ago, I'd have been like, these new ones are like, they look fucking badass.
I seen an old Ferrari the other day, and it was like it was still aerodynamic looking, but it was square asses. It was just squared off. Boxy.
Acura brought back the Integra, and it's like, no, it doesn't look that good.
I've never liked Integras.
I like there's someone that one like 98s to 2002s type.
They're
things.
Cool looking.
Type
they're just
Rs and shit.
Yeah,
which was weird because they also did like Honda has a Type R too, so it was always hard remembering. And like
does the Integra have the Type R?
It's a Type R. You can get an Integra Type R. I have a
Type
badass
R
one
race
in Horizon 5. I could show it to you. It's really cool. It's like because I don't like fast cars in Forza. I don't like going like I don't care about supercars. I like cars that feel like a fucking car. Where getting to 130 takes a while. Like it makes it feel like a real car, right? But it's fast, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And especially with the steering wheel, I'm not trying to be like win, and then going like 300, shifting through 12 gears.
Right.
I'm trying to just, and I have this one that's like super controllable, and you'd probably like it. It's a Type R.
It's like my car too is only like I don't even think it's like 340 horsepower.
Yeah.
It's light though, but it's so like.
It feels quick for someone who's not,
But it's fun. It's not like it's not like a 700 horsepower car.
Right.
Which I could not imagine.
Yeah, like every time I get on Forza with people, all they want to do is S rank.
Yeah.
Or no, not S1. S2 up to X rank.
Yeah,
like
what are you doing at 300 in a Bugatti?
And I'm like, bro, I don't want to drive 200 miles an hour in a Bugatti because when you get into
hit a pothole.
Yeah, dude, right. Real life type shit. But like, dude, when you get into X-rated cars in Forza, you're mostly just doing that big, what's it called, the Goliath race? Where you do like it's all highway and it's like the whole map. It's the outer highway. Right. Because you're like, if all I got to do is hold RT, that's boring to me. I like those and I like heavy traffic. I like a challenge. I like zipping in like 60 between 50 and like 80 downshifting. Never getting past third gear is fun for me. But I sold my wheel and now I'm sad.
Yeah. Dude, like I do that in GTA 4 too. Because you could choose traffic. I'd always put it on heavy and just swerve in between cars.
Did you say GTA 4?
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 4?
Yeah.
Like the races?
No.
You could like
the races and
just open world?
Open world.
Okay.
And GTA 5 too, but
the driving physics
I just remember
were so weird that I liked them.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could actually take an SUV and full turn, and if you were going over a speed, it would tip. Like in real life. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I hope GTA 6
brings back ragdoll physics.
The physics, and I hope because you can't drift in fucking GTA 5.
I know.
It's like
they made 5 the way they did because it was more accessible for people who like because GTA 4 has a difficulty curve. People fail missions because like the driving is actually difficult.
It's it's about car. It's originally like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
And then
it was top down. You were driving a car. Getting out was to literally shoot a couple people and then get into another car. That was it. It was you could see bullets.
GTA 3.
GTA 3 was the first 3D one.
And someone turned them down.
Who?
They're like, I don't think people are gonna enjoy. Is it on that Microsoft documentary?
Yeah.
And they were like, no.
Oh yeah.
The gaming studio. They were like, we have this game, and then like, I don't know how we're gonna turn a 2D game into a 3D game or a platform game into. Yeah, and I was
with a dude escaping from prison on a bridge.
Yeah.
And the opening. What an opening to what ended up being a crazy trilogy into the 7th generation consoles, like GTA 4 and 5.
I just hope GTA 6 I hope the I guess the sounds of the vehicles are, because like I said, you'd have a V12 and it would be like ring in GTA 5, and I'm like, what?
They didn't really.
And I
care
hope the
about their audio too
customization
much.
is better. If you could mix like the mechanics of Call of Duty, the sounds from Battlefield,
And like the cars from Forza and Gran Turismo.
yeah, and then like just have the like a good combat, which I heard the fighting mechanics were really nice. I can't wait. When are they dropping the official trailer?
They said early December, but Game Awards is December 7th, and Game Awards isn't
That's probably
always
what
just Game Awards. They do like in between intermissions, they'll show off like new stuff coming.
Such a nerd, dude. I am, and you.
Oh, you backpedaled, both of us.
Well, I just said such a nerd because
Dude, next year's packed. And believe it or not, I know you're pretty just mostly in the first person world, but like first person shooter, but if you actually take a step back, a lot of YouTubers, like gaming YouTubers, they're talking about how like this is like one of the best years in gaming history.
I just hope they don't make pump something up that's just complete garbage again. And I hope
everything that's come out this year has been somewhat lovable.
Remember
a lot of shit.
Silent Hills was, and then they had a falling out.
Silent Hill 2's got a remake coming.
Yeah, they have the remake, but when I remember how fucking pumped I was for Silent Hills.
Oh, that playable teaser, the PT.
Yeah, and I was like, holy fuck! Like, people are so scared they can't even finish.
That some people still have those installed on their PlayStation 4s,
and they're selling them.
And they're selling them between like $300 to $500.
How much does Flappy Bird go for?
Oh, a fucking Android or an iPhone pre-installed with Flappy Bird. Not pre-installed, but never updated. Wild.
I'm gonna fucking look it up on eBay right now. I just wanted to utilize this iPad
Bird.
Once.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, damn, I want an iPad.
I just added mine to Verizon and paid it. I'm paying my Verizon bill.
Original Flappy Bird and an iPhone looks like a 5 for $2,000.
I could tell you what it is. Let me see. I'll tell you what iPhone it is right away just by looking at it.
Can I just?
Yeah, I fucking got it, dude. Fucking, I'll tell you right now. That's an iPhone 4.
Is it?
Wait.
The square home button?
That's an iPod.
Damn, that is an iPod, dude.
That's an iPod because it's just got a camera on the front. There ain't no speaker mesh.
OG, $2,000
for an iPod. Get fucked.
Just because Flappy
I bet you
Bird's
it's more
on
if it's an iPhone. Find one with an iPhone. iPhones are worth more than iPods. You know what I mean?
For
iPhone,
Flappy Bird iPhone, $700.
Wow.
Rare collectible refurbished iPhone 4S with Flappy Bird, Vine, OG Instagram, and Twitter.
Remember when YouTube used to be a TV screen on old iPhones and iPods?
$24,000.
What? You didn't say the price. I'm like, what the fuck?
This one? Oh. Oh, is that that's cool.
Yeah, dude.
$24,000.
That's wild.
Should I bid?
It's got Hannah's credit card linked up to it. Do it. No, I'm just kidding. All right, we got to wrap this up, dude.
Okay.
So.
All right, guys. Thanks. Like, share, follow.
Cue the outro. Dun, 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 dun.